Sex ed in school is completely misnamed. It's not actually sexual education. It's hardly about sex and not much education. It really should be called sex fears or horrors of sex. That's it. 10th grade curriculum should include horrors of sex, meaning all of the STIs you may catch, which is true, that like there are horrors of sex. This is important information. And also contraception. I wouldn't exactly call getting pregnant a horror, but in the teen context, it could easily be included in a curriculum named Horrors of Sex. Then again, I am all for the Horrors of Sex curriculum compared to no curriculum at all. I just want you to know, as a very experienced relationship and intimacy coach, and someone who has had sex and made love, I'm going to put the childhood curriculum you may have had, or otherwise you had none, in the bucket of horrors of sex. And the thing is that when you learn the horrors of sex, that does not equip you to enjoy pleasure, to open your heart and open your mouth, speak and communicate about consent and about what you desire and what feels good and what doesn't feel good, and any requests for adjustments that you have during the actual act. In Indigenous cultures, some African tribes, the widows who were in their 30s or 40s, they would be the ones to initiate adolescent young men into the techniques and needs and desires of sexual adventure and excitement. And then these young men would be able to bring their skills as lovers to the virginal girls that they had sex with. That's a really beautiful way to have people access pleasure and pass on the wisdom. In our culture, we obviously don't have that. There is the Unitarian Universalist sex ed curriculum, which is a lot better than most. But for the most part, what people learn in school, if they learn anything, what they learn in their churches and other religious institutions, if they learn anything, what they learn from porn, what they learn from rom-coms, what they learn from locker room talk, none of that shows you how to relax and be embodied, be sensually alive, be responsive, be paying attention to your own experience, your own breath, your own pleasure, your own many different sensations, and also attuned to your partners and attuned to the erotic energy between you as it waxes and wanes and comes in waves. And yes, maybe you get to that orgasmic tidal wave, but often if you're not just having a quickie, but if you're making love for a longer time, there's a kind of rising and falling of the erotic energy, and it picks up. And being attuned to your own bodily soul erotic experience and your partner's and the energy between the two of you. Well, you didn't get that in school. And chances are you didn't get that at home either, but it's available because having a fantastic relationship is a learnable skill. Having erotic pleasure is a learnable skill. Whether you're a grown woman with multiple kids and have never had an orgasm, or you are a multi-orgasmic goddess, whether you are a man who hopes that you don't ejaculate prematurely, or you know how to hold an erection and have an incredible sexual experience over hours, or anything in between. I meant to point one end of the spectrum and the other end of the spectrum, and there is so much variety in between. Wherever you are, there is more to experience. And if you don't know how to access that, please reach out. All my information is in the show notes, because if you are ready to invest your time, your money, your courage, the return on your investment in learning how to enjoy erotic experiences and have a genuinely fulfilling sex life, there's just nothing like it. It is like living in the dark and suddenly the sunshine comes out when you access this. Yes, it will make your sex life better, but it will also enhance your relationship, your family, your professional life, your career. There's no part of life that won't improve when you put attention on the goods that I've been talking about.